So last week, May 29th, the title was The Perfection of Patience. And this is my notes from last week. So the two concepts were harmony and being alive. And the words that came up for me when in conjunction with harmony was it's alive. It's alive. The surface looks different from the inside. And then being alive, I said, on an adventure in the woods. Will you leave me there to be eaten? Oh my goodness. Okay. So that was last week. June 5th is today. So we're going to see what Pema has to offer us today. And the title is Everything Has to Go. Everything has to go. All of us are like eagles who have forgotten that we know how to fly. The teachings are reminding us who we are and what we can do. They help us notice that we're in a nest with a lot of old food, excrement, and stale air. From when we were very young, we've had this longing to see those mountains in the distance and experience that big sky and the vast ocean. But somehow we got trapped in our nest just because we forgot that we knew how to fly. We are like eagles, but we have on underwear and pants and shirt and socks and shoes and a hat and a coat and boots and mittens and an iPod and some of this stuff. So we take off the coat and the hat and it's cold, but we know that we have to do it, and we teeter on the edge of the nest and we take off. Then we find out for ourselves that everything has to go. You just can't fly when you're wearing socks and shoes and coats and pants and underwear. Everything has to go. All right. Okay, so what did we hear from Pema? Everything has to go. So we are all eagles that forgot how to fly. Probably because we never left the nest and we are heavy. Okay, so maybe the two concepts are heavy and light. What makes me heavy that makes me stay in the nest? And what do I need to let go of to make me lighter so I can fly? Yeah, so maybe it's heavy, what brings me down so I can't fly, and what brings me up to allow to become light and be able to fly. So maybe those are the two concepts today, heavy and light. Okay, so find your seat sitting up tall. Starting with lifting the toes, lifting the heels. Reminding ourselves that we are here on earth in this present moment. You can use your eyes to look at your feet. You can use your sense of touch to notice a connection between the soles of your feet and the earth. And then come to stillness. And then find your two sitting bones. And today the two sitting bones are representing the two concepts we are working with. So some stuff makes us heavy and other makes us light. So heavy and light, heavy and light. And then come to stillness in between. Maybe use your fingers to gently tap at the crown of your head, finding the top of your sushumna, the part of you, the opening that was there when you were born, and then it kind of closes. But we can open it up. We can, with our imagine, open it up, and then imagine how your breath is going up and down through your Sushumna. Keeping that channel in you clear and clean. So the connection to the universe and yourself and the earth is easy. So using your breath to clean and clear the Sushumna. And then finally placing your hands on your knees and starting the cat-cow movement. So keeping that Sushumna flexible. So things do change with age. You know, as babies, we were very flexible. And as we grow older, the flexibility changes. We can still fly though. And then coming back to neutral. Look at your hands, blinking, bubbling stars, all the way up. Clasp the hands, turn them over, straighten the elbows, breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And then reach and reach and reach. And maybe ask yourself, are you reaching for things that make you heavy, or are you reaching for things that make you light? Heavy or light? Heavy or light? And then reach, turn, open up your arms, look behind you. So in the past, what did you let go of? So Pamela suggested that everything has to go. What did you let go of that was helpful in the past? What did you let go of? And then release, lift the shoulders a few times. And then look at your hands again. So with the hands, we can take action and we can choose. Clasp the hand the way that feels funny. Turn them over, straighten the elbows. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then reach and reach and reach and reach. Are you reaching for things that makes you heavy or makes you light? And then turn, open up the arms, look behind you. What did you learn from the past? And then release. Lift the shoulders a few times. Okay, now bring your arms up in cactus and then gently twist from side to side, playing with the two concepts of heavy and light. So some things makes us heavy and others make us light. That's the idea we are playing with today. So generally speaking, are you reaching or choosing things that make you heavy or light? So that's the pattern that we have. And then we need to balance that pattern with the opposites to create balance. What happens when we allow heavy and light to meet? What happens when we allow heavy and light to meet? And then cross the midline. And then stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there. Maybe open up the arm behind you, look behind you, breathe. And then try the other side, stay there, stay there. And then release, and then try both knees, both knees. And you can play around here. You can try different things. And then release. Okay, with a wide and stable stance, we can explore these concepts more and get a deeper understanding of what it is. So bring your awareness to your sitting bones. Imagine that they represent the two concepts, heavy and light. And then start to think about, what does heavy actually mean? And what does light actually mean? So starting with the black and white, the two opposites. And then as we explore, we realize that there are probably things in between heavy and light. So what's in between heavy and light? And then coming back to neutral. Now imagine heavy, all the things that make you heavy and stop you from flying. Use your fingers, dip the fingers in paint, and draw the picture or image of heavy. What does heavy look like to you? And then release that image. And then imagine light. What allows you to fly? What allows you to be light? Take that, dip your fingers in that color and draw that image. Draw that image. And then release that image. And then jump your feet together, landing in Tadasana. And then look at your toes, spread your toes, dip the toes in ink, and then write the story. Write the story about the things that are heavy and stops you from flying. And then step out wide, elbows to knees, fingertips together, breathe. And then release down, let the head be heavy. Inhale, come back up. And then place the foot on your knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes. So the toes are a great symbol of being separately together. So the toes are separate from each other, but they come together in the foot. So just looking at that makes us understand how we are kind of separate together, whether we like it or not. And then bring the knees together. Whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under. Give yourself a hug. And then move into your version of eagle. So this eagle is heavy. This eagle is heavy. Look at it. What is it that makes this eagle heavy? It's sitting there in its nest and it's not flying. It's not flying. Look at it. What's around it? What's underneath, above? What do the wings look like? How does this eagle feel? What does it do? And then allow that eagle to fly away. Fly away, fly away. Now look at your left toes, spread your toes, open them up as much as you can. Watch those toes being separate from each other and still together in the foot. And then dip the toes in the ink. Write the story of light, lightness. When you feel light, what's the story when you feel light? When you're flying high up in the sky. What's the story? And then step out wide, elbows, knees, fingertips together. Breathe. And then release the left hand to the floor, the right hand to the right knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to look up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, press into your hands, coming a little deeper into the twist. Maybe let that arm go up. Breathe. Stay a little longer than you want to. And then bring that hand down and in between, holding on to the opposite ankle, moving the left hand forward and looking up under your armpit. And then come back to center. And then place the right hand on the floor, left hand on the left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, look up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, push a little harder. And then let that top arm go up. And then bring the top arm under, hold on to the opposite ankle. The hand moves forward and look up underneath your armpit. And then inhale and come back to neutral. And finally, back up. Place that left foot on the right knee. Use your fingers to open up the toes, open up the toes. Really notice how the toes are separate from each other and the root combines them. Seated pigeon. And then slide the knees together, whatever leg is on top, that arm goes under, give yourself a hug. And then move into your version of eagle. Okay, this eagle is light. This eagle is light, it stands at the edge of the nest and it jumps out. It spreads its wings and it jumps out and it flies beautifully in the sky. So look at that eagle. What does the nest look like? What's surrounding it? How does it feel? And then let that image or that bird fly away, fly away, fly away, landing back on the mountain top. Okay, with the wide and stable stance again, blinking, bubbling stars all the way up, clasp the hands the way that feels funny. Turn them around, straighten the elbows, breathe. Now imagine your arms as wings. Imagine the arms as wings. Lengthen the arms, straighten the elbows, bring the hands behind you, open up the wings, open up the wings. How far can you get? How far can you get? And then start flying around, flying around. And then turn the palms up. Exhale, dive deep. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dive deep. Inhale, come up. Exhale, dive deep. And then bring the arms behind you. Hold on to opposite forearm. Stay there. And then just notice, what does the eagle need right now? What does it need? And then use the breath to give the eagle whatever the eagle needs. And then release one arm, shake it up, bring it up and over. Let the fingertips move towards each other. And then release. Bring it hand back behind you. Release the left hand, shake it out, bring it up, bend it. And then let the fingertips move towards each other. Maybe they will touch, maybe they don't. And then release. Bring it back behind you. Maybe notice if there is a difference. And then release both hands, shake it out, maybe lift the shoulders. Okay, now bring the feet hip distance apart, a little closer to your chair. We're gonna build some strength in the legs so we can jump off that nest, make that jump out in the air. So big inhale, exhale, and then go for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Big inhale, exhale. One more time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Big inhale, exhale. And this time we're going to stay here. Okay. Breath of joy. So starting with the arms out wide. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. And then let the arms go. Let the arms go. And then maybe bend the knees and let the arms go. Or let those wings go. So preparing yourself for taking off. Preparing yourself for taking off. And then allowing the knee and elbow to connect. Heavy and light connecting. And then cross the elbow. Cross the midline. And then finding position of power. Finding position of power. Place your hands on solar plexus. That's the center of power in your body. Breathe into it. Exhale, open up. Inhale into your power. Exhale, open up. Inhale in. Exhale out. One more time. Inhale in. Exhale out. And then stay open. Stay open. And release. Okay. Back to position of power and then starting to build external support, such as this community. And then lean and lift, breathe. And then lean and lift. And then eventually taking skillful action. Okay, now, so playing with the two concepts of heavy and light and creating balance. So if you think about yourself, do you need more heaviness in your life or do you need more lightness in your life? Or what do you need what do you need less of? And whatever you need less of, push that away. So imagine what it is that you need less of and push that away. So give it a form, a shape, a color, and then push it away, push it away, push it away. And it's going to be hard. It's going to want to come back, and it's going to be hard to resist. And you are going to give in here and there and a little bit, and then you are going to win. So here you are. You're going to win, and you're going to push it away, and it's going to stay away. Stay away. Sometimes it needs an extra little kick to really stay away. Maybe even a side kick or a back kick, like stay away, stay away. And then eventually you have created space for the lightness to come in and take you out on a fun, adventurous flight. And that's worth celebrating. So let's do 3 sun salutations. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline. That was 2. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale down the midline, and then stay there holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. And then release. Okay, big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. We're going to step back to warrior 1. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth behind you. With a wide and stable stance, coming up to warrior 1. Coming up to warrior 1. Open up those wings, open up the wings. Place your hands in your back pockets. Bring your awareness to your heart center. And then allow the heart to lead. Allow the heart to lead. Moving into warrior 3. And then stepping back to Tadasana. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight to the right, left heel comes off. Take a big step back, find the earth. With a wide and stable stance, come up to warrior 1. Open up your wings, open up your wings. Place your hands in your back pockets. Bring your awareness to your heart space. What is your heart's deepest longing? Transfer the weight forward, move into warrior 3. And then slowly come back to the top of the mountain. Okay, inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra. Transfer the weight, right heel comes off. Take a big step back, open up the pelvic halves. Finding warrior 2, one arm in the past, the other one in the future. And right now we are here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Learn from the past. And then move into the future and plan for the future. Move back to the present moment. Hands on your hips, straighten the front knee, release the hand down. So what kind of blinking, bubbling star do you need to be to make that plan come through? Moving back to the present moment. Place the hands on the chair. And then whenever you're ready, transfer the weight forward and become that moon, half moon posture. And then slowly, slowly return to the top of the mountain. Inhale to chair, exhale to Anjali Mudra, transfer the weight, left heel comes off, take a big step back. Open up the pelvic half. One arm in the past, the other one in the future. And we are right here in the present moment. Flip the front hand, reverse the warrior. Come back to the present moment, plan for the future. Plan for the future. Come back to the present moment. Hands on your hips, straighten that front knee, release the hand down. So who do you need to be? Who do you need to be to make that future come true? Coming back to the present moment. Place the hands on the chair and then get ready. And at some point, you're going to take off. You're going to take off and become that half moon. And then slowly, slowly returning to the top of the mountain. All right. Okay, we're going to start again. We're going to meet at the top of the mountain. Drop the seat, transfer the weight, right heel comes off, and then allow that tree. Allow that tree to grow. And then slowly returning to the top of the mountain. Drop another seed, transfer the weight, and try tree posture on the other side. And then come back to the top of the mountain. Okay. Feet a little wider than your hips. Spread the toes, hands on the chair, knees together. For like a Virasana version. If you want to, sit back on your heels. And then come back up. Now, the color of heavy. Take the color of heavy, draw a big circle, and then give that heel a little dot. And now the color of light, the color of lightness, big circle, give the heel a little dot, and then mix the two colors. Two big circles, and place your hands in your back pocket. Bring your awareness to your heart space. What is your heart's deepest longing? What does your heart desire? And then release, untuck the toes. You can keep the knees together if you want to, and feet together, and sit back on your heels, and then come into a closed knee child posture. Inhale, come back up. Clasp the hands, create that triangle, tuck the toes, check the support, make sure it's stable. If it's not, change it. And then lean heavily into your support, bring the knees up, and walk into dolphin posture. And then bend the knees and come back up to standing. All right. That was the physical part of the practice. Now let's see what Pema said again. Let's see what we hear this time. I'm going to read the same little section. And let's see what we hear this time. Everything has to go. All of us are like eagles who have forgotten that we know how to fly. The teachings are reminding us who we are and what we can do. They help us notice that we're in a nest with a lot of old food, excrement, and stale air. From when we were very young, we've had this longing to see those mountains in the distance and experience that big sky and the vast ocean. But somehow we got trapped in our nest, just because we forgot that we knew how to fly. We are like eagles, but we have on underwear and pants and shirt and socks and shoes and a hat and a coat and boots and mittens and an iPod and dark glasses. And it occurs to us that we could experience that vast sky, but we'd better start taking off some of this stuff. So we take off the coat and the hat, and it's cold. But we know that we have to do it. And we teeter on the edge of the nest, and we take off. Then we find out for ourselves that everything has to go. You just can't fly when you're wearing socks and shoes and coats and pants and underwear. Everything has to go. Okay, so finding your seat, sitting up tall, bringing your awareness to your breathing, and we have about 7 minutes. I'll be quiet for 7 minutes. Here we go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, move your head from side to side. Take a deep breath in, let it go. Bring your hands up in Anjali Mudra, holding your own heart in between your hands with self-love and self-compassion. Maybe bow your head in gratitude for this practice, thousands of years old. Thank your inner guide, your past, present, and future teachers, and all the people that are joining you on this journey. Open your eyes, raise your gaze, and thank you so much for practicing together this morning. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay, and now if you want to bring up your notebook, and so it's June 5th, the title was Everything Has to Go, and the two concepts we worked with was heavy and light. So that's the structure that you have. And then if you want to, you can spend like maybe 10 minutes to reflect upon this and just notice what colors come to mind, what words come to mind, and just make some notes. And that's it.